Welcome to the People Chronicles and Storied Women. My name is Anna Rosengara Milch and I am your host. I am also the author of Lunch with Lucille. Lunch with Lucille is a story of how one woman inspired another woman. And on Storied Women, we allow other women to come and share their stories so we can learn from them as well. And today my guest is Stella
Hatchianis.
And she's going to share her story with us. But before she does that, I have to ask you, Stella, I told you this was coming, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, what is it, the one thing that you want people to take away from our chat today?
I guess to learn to take care of yourself, because most women spend the majority of their life taking care of others. And even from a young girl, I was tasked with taking care of my mom after my dad passed. Then my husband was very ill for the latter part of his life, took care of him. And now that I feel I'm beginning to need someone to take care of me, there's no one there. I have a vast group of good friends, but when I get down to it, it's up to me. So I'm trying to, and a lot of women say that, oh, the door closes once their husband is gone. And I say, no, it doesn't close, it's just stuck for a little while. And then just get out there and do whatever you can and make life good.
I think you make a really good point here, because talking about being a widow is not something that is not commonplace. You know that my mom was a widow early at the age of 40, so that's a little different than becoming a widow later on in life.
Yes.
Especially when you don't have children. When she had 3 children that she needed to focus on, and you don't. And as us boomers and this generation ages, 50% of us are going to be, of us who are married are going to someday end up as widows. You know?
And like someone said, it's a club that no one wants to belong to, but unfortunately it happens. And I remember after my husband died, all of a sudden I said, who am I going to take care of now? Because all my life I was taking care of someone. So now I'm focusing on myself. And yes, I am selfish at times.
Well, yes. I think, there's nothing wrong with being selfish. I mean, I think that's part of our feminine culture as well. We were taught not to be selfish, always to be given to the others. But now it comes a point in our lives where we really have to take care of ourselves. I mean, we are our own support system.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. I was reading a statistic the other day that something of like, there's like 11 million people in the United States are currently widows. And this exponentially, this will grow exponentially. I mean, for the I don't know, next generation at least coming through. So it's really important that we talk about this. In fact, you were telling me that you went to a movie yesterday.
I went to see I'll See You in My Dreams at the Goggle Works. People were being turned away. It was full, and it was about a widow in her 70s, I guess, trying to make her life again, and how she does find not love in that sense, but caring from another person, and she's realizing she still has a lot to do.
Yeah, sure.
So I have to get back to that movie, but it was totally sold out yesterday.
Well, it's probably sold out is because it touches everyone.
Yes,
it really does. So tell us, how do you take care of yourself? How does a widow take care of herself after after sort of, in a sense, losing her sense of purpose, because you had a purpose all these years? And I know that you used to work for the FBI.
Yes,
so there's a big purpose there.
Yes.
And you then took care of your mom, and then you took care of your husband. So there was always a purpose. And then you reach a certain point in your life, and there's
I was at loose ends, and I thought, well, I'll work till forever, because that was my core to my day. And then I retired from the FBI, but then I continued working. And then when my husband died, I thought, this is great, at least I have something to do 8 hours a day to take some of the pressure off of my thoughts. And then I got very sick and almost died. And then I realized I have to stop working. And I thought, what am I going to do? 8 hours a day now facing me. So when I moved here, I connected with a few of the women's social clubs. And then fortunately I met Anna Rose. And through a strong female support system, I'm busier here than I've ever been. And it's great. but I'm not saying I don't have my emotional downtimes and the black hole, but I climb out and I keep on going, and I'm trying to impart that to other people that are just beginning to go through a situation like this.
I think it's great. I think it's great. That support system, especially that female support
Very
system.
important.
What about therapy? Would you recommend therapy?
Absolutely. I'm a strong advocate of counseling. I went through grief counseling, then I went through some personal issues that I felt needed to be addressed and given me the coping skills. So I think I'm on a good emotional plane right now.
I think you are too.
Yes, and thanks to friends like you. Thank you. Yes. But it's very important. I keep telling people you need counseling. I have friends going through this widow experience now, and I don't know whether they feel it's a weakness or a shame, but I said, absolutely not. You need to go. So there I am. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think it's great. I mean, I know that you do a lot. I know that you, you know, like you had told me, you know, it's a little bit of up and down, but when it's down, you have to intentionally get yourself up. Mm-hmm. Buy a ticket on a bus trip to.
Oh yeah, I went to New York to see Jersey Boys. That was on my bucket list, and I did it. I go to a lot of little day trips, and went to New Orleans, first time in my life. 5 days there were a blast, and people look at me like, well, you know, you do too much. I said, no, I don't. I don't do enough.
That's
I don't do enough.
That's great. How old are you? Can I ask you how
No.
old you are?
I'm a senior citizen of many years. Yes.
I'm a senior citizen too.
Anyone wants to know, call me.
Well, I appreciate you coming on today and really talking about this really sensitive issue.
No,
But keeping that, you know, keeping in mind that you do still have your sense of purpose, and your sense of reason is to make me smile.
And I'm going through a personal, little bit of a health glitch here, and today was an emotional day for me, and I told Anna Rose, I hope I don't well up in tears here, but no. But you just deal with it, and that's all you can do.
I think that's a great life
And reach
lesson.
out to people, and don't hide your feelings, because someone else is hurting in a different way, but by sharing, you're helping each other, I think.
Yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. I agree, and that's what Storied Women is all about.
Yes.
Is that it's sharing of the story from one woman to the next. And I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Want to know more about who's doing what in Berks County? Check out the stories on thepeoplechronicles.com.